Okay, so this video is for all the people who understand the calendar that the Zadok priest preserved in the Dead Sea Scrolls. A lot of people are coming to this calendar, understanding the importance of it, and seeing the Ezekiel 44 scripture is really important. The Zadok priests were in charge of the calendar. They were to preserve the calendar, and they did so, which is so cool. The problem is we're trying to take that calendar but mix in Babylon. And hear me out. This is the problem that many people that understand this are making. They're seeing that we have our sun sign, which makes an incredible sign for us. That straight line shadow that we could only see twice a year. And that sign, literally, if we had a temple, that would light up the temple that day. But the people that are starting to understand this calendar, like Zadok Way, like Torah is Light, and many other, Godspell, worth dying for, oops. Those people are taking that phenomenon, that sun sign, and moving it to whatever Wednesday that they want nearest. They're taking Yah's sign, and it should be that straight line, fourth day, but they are trying to move it to a Wednesday. Let that sink in. They are moving that sun sign, Yah's esteem, that day that would light up the entire temple, and they're moving it to a pagan weekday. And they literally, by doing that, have to intercalate a week after every 6 years. A whole entire week needs to be added to their year of 364 days. Now please, make that make sense. We shouldn't be mixing. That's crazy. So when I used to just blindly follow everybody, and we're in all the, Zadok groups, and I would ask, but why are we moving the sign? And they would have all these calculations of all these different kinds, and I'm like, this is too complicated. And I would pray to the Father and say, make it make sense. And He did. He did make it make sense. We shouldn't be moving Yah's esteem to line up to a pagan Gregorian weekday to get a pagan Gregorian Shabbat. It shouldn't work out that way. We just shouldn't move the sign. So I'm like, okay, let's just not move the sign. I told Jeremy, let's just not do it. Let's just keep that as day 4. When that comes in, that's day 4 of the creation week, right? And let's keep the Sabbath 3 bowls later, and boom, we could throw away the Gregorian system, and we don't have to use it anymore. How cool is that? It's freedom, if you ask me. But then, when we sat down and tried to figure out, well, how is this 364 year calendar supposed to fit in a 365 day solar year? How is this looking? How is this supposed to work? Because everyone thinks, we have to have this like cyclical Sabbath that needs to just go 1 through 7, repeat, rewash, keep going. And that's the way it's supposed to be since creation. But there's no way you can even go back and track all the way to creation. So make that make sense. I mean, come on. I mean, to me, this is common sense. Let's not do this. Let's not add to the word. Let's not subtract the word. Enoch goes over the excess of the year, and it's 1 day, 1.2 day, which is exactly what we see and we could experience from vernal equinox to vernal equinox. Easy. But people are making it so difficult. They don't want to see that extra day, right, per year, but they want to move the sun sign to whatever Wednesday they want, and they want to add a week every 6 years. I'm having a discussion on Facebook right now with Ruth. She feels absolutely fine by moving the sun sign to a Wednesday to have a Saturday Shabbat, and then intercalating a week after so many years to make up for that error is absolutely so much better than just skipping a day out of the year, out of the solar year, to keep a 364-day only calendar. It's that day that divides 364 to day 1. Easy peasy. Just like all the seasonal days. Divides all the seasons into categories of 13 weeks per season. Oh, but that extra day can't happen because you need a cycle of 7 constantly. No, the Sabbath is kept by the sun, because the Sabbath keeps, because the sun keeps our whole year intact, and it keeps our Sabbaths in line, in count, in formation, where we have 52 7-day week cycles in 1 year of 364. Let me say that again. We have 7 days per week of 52 weeks in a year of 364 days. Beautiful. But we have to skip a day because it divides the calendar. It's the day of void. Genesis 1, verse 2. Job's birthday. So many. Scroll 4Q324D. Talks about this day. A day is added after the 52nd Sabbath. Now, that is the creation week cycle. And you have to know the thing. And it all... Once you get it, you can't unsee it. Because there's 2 cycles that hold the creation week and the start of the year inside that creation week, and it's just so beautiful. But instead, they're fighting against this 1 day per year, but yet add a whole week where there's no instruction to do so. Make that make sense, because I can't. And you can't even talk to anybody about it, really. They don't want to talk to you. They just kind of want to go with their traditions. Guys, we have to do better. We can't take what the Zadoks did and profane it the way that these people are doing. We can't do that. So I'm asking you, please, if you know any of these leaders, go to them and say, you don't want to skip a day, but you want to add a whole week to the system. To the calendar. That's 371 days in a year. And it's nowhere in Scripture to do so. Think about it. Go to these people and ask them. You'll get squashed really quick like I did, especially with Torah is Light and all them. You'll get... because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They just want to keep up to what they've been doing. And they want their Saturn's Day Sabbath. It's a worship of Saturn Day. Not Yahuwah. Shalom. I'm done. End of rant. Have a good day.